And welcome back. A new survey released today by the New York Federal Reserve shows higher housing costs. That and higher interest rates are keeping many people from buying a home. The report says only 13% of those surveyed think they will be able to afford a house. That number last year was 15% and 20% back in 2014. Mortgage rates have remained high by historical standards. A 30-year fixed-rate mortgage now carries an average 7.22% rate. That's the highest since late November of last year. And joining us today with how our local housing market is doing is Libby Levinson-Katz with the Denver Metro Association of Realtors. Thank you so much for being here. Let's talk about where the housing market is right now. Are we seeing some of these houses with multiple bids coming in again?
We are. Some houses are just sitting, and others have extreme bidding wars that are going in a weekend, and so it's a little unpredictable.
Which are the ones that are like attracting those multiple bids?
Either they're very cool and unique, or they are absolutely done to perfection, meaning a buyer can just turn the key and move just right in.
So if they could just move right in, that's really attractive.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about interest rates. How are interest rates impacting the market here in the Denver area?
Some buyers are still a little skittish because the interest rates are high and they went back up again recently. But a lot are just sick of talking about interest rates. I'm sick of talking about interest rates. So they're just getting back in the market and kind of realizing, okay, we're going to refinance in a year or two, but let's secure the house now.
Okay. Are there any segments where buyers are still not ready to sign on the dotted line?
There always are, where they're just a little nervous to pull the trigger and move forward with it, especially with interest rates, when they see what that final payment is, and then insurance rates have been going up also. So there's a lot of sticker shock for buyers right now.
Yeah. And what about sellers? What's the position of sellers this day?
Sellers still have an inflated idea of where the market is in terms of pushing their price, and this just really isn't the time to do so because buyers are nervous about interest rates. That sellers need to be really aware and conservative with their prices.
And what's the most competitive price point buyers need to be aware of right now, would you say?
Really that 500 to 750 continues to be the most active price range.
Okay, and where are we at with price ranges right now? We're hitting like some record highs now, right?
We are. We just hit a record high last month that the new average is just below 728.
728, gosh, that's so, I mean, I remember when I moved to Denver, I think the average was like 500. But I mean, of course, that feels like a long time ago, but that actually was not that long ago.
I still remember when prices were like 300,000, and that seemed normal, and these prices are just wild, but that's where we are right now.
I would imagine the hot neighborhoods in the Denver metro area, I would still imagine maybe Northwest Denver?
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, still Northwest.
And really Central Denver is still hot, and there are certain areas that are always kind of catnip for buyers, even when the market is down, and that's usually Wash Park, areas like that.
Yeah, you can definitely see a difference because I'm starting to see that the for sale signs remain. You know, in some neighborhoods stay up, and you drive by these houses, you got to wonder, okay, like, wow, that house has been on the market for a long time, and then other homes, you see them, they just go just like that.
And our inventory is starting to build, which is really welcome for so many buyers who haven't had a choice for so long.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Libby, for being here. We'll have one more check with Chris Bianchi with the weather coming up.